It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. We're gonna learn. We're gonna sing. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. It's time for Titi. It's Titi time. If you love to sing, if you love to dance, if you love gold, let me see you wave your hand. Give a fist bump or a high five to your friends. Come on, everybody, let me see you wave your hands. If you love music, if you love art, if you love strumming on your air guitar, let me see you strumming right now where you are. Everybody's playing music on an air guitar. If you love to learn when you are at school and you have fun following the rules, clap those hands, stomp those feet. Let's join in, everybody. If you love to sing, if you love to dance, if you love gold, let me see you wave your hand. Give a fist bump or a high five to your friend. Come on, everybody, let me see you wave your hand. If you love music, if you love art, if you love strumming on your air guitar, let me see you strumming right now where you are. Everybody's playing music on an air guitar. If you love to learn when you are at school and you have fun following the rules, clap those hands, stomp those feet. Let's join in, everybody. Hi everybody, it's Titi time, and I'm so glad that you're here to spend time with me. Today's episode is talking about making new friends. Craig and Spencer are best friends, and when we talked about Craig's story, he was sad because Spencer had to move away. Spencer is now sad and nervous because he is in a new state and he has to go to a new school, which means having to make new friends. Making new friends is something that a lot of people have to do in life. When you go to a new place, when you go to a new school, if you move to a new neighborhood, or you work a new job, you're going to have to make new friends because you might not know the people who are there. And that is what Spencer is experiencing in this week's episode. And now it's time for Titi Tales.
And now it's time for Titi Tales. Spencer and his family had just moved to a new state. When they arrived, they only had a few weeks to get settled before school would start. Spencer was nervous about going to a new school. He did not know anyone, and he thought that the other kids might not want another friend. Spencer talked to Craig about how he was feeling over video call. Craig reminded Spencer of a promise they had made a long time ago. "I will always be your friend, Spencer. I know that the kids at your school will think you are great, but if you don't meet those kids on the first day, you have me." Spencer felt much better after his conversation with Craig. Spencer went to sleep, ready to meet his classmates and teacher the next day. When Spencer woke up the next morning, he rushed to get ready so he could get to school early. His parents took his first day of school pictures in front of Adams and Adams Elementary. "Are you ready to go inside?" his dad Gregory asked. "Definitely," Spencer replied. "Let's go inside," his mom Carla said. "Actually, I almost forgot. Craig sent you a message." His mom opened the video message. "Spencer, you've got this, bud. Just be yourself and you'll make friends in no time." Spencer hugged his parents and said goodbye before walking into his classroom. His teacher, Miss McCaffrey, was very kind. She introduced herself to the class and told them what to expect in third grade. Each student shared a little information with the class as an introduction. When it was Spencer's turn, he said, "Hi, my name is Spencer. I just moved here a few weeks ago, and my favorite thing to do is skateboard." After everyone was introduced, Miss McCaffrey said, "Each of you may ask a classmate one question about his or her introduction." Micah raised his hand and said, "Is it okay if I ask Spencer a question?" "Of course," Miss McCaffrey replied. Spencer was nervous because he was not sure what the question would be. "Do you know how to do tricks on your skateboard?" "Yes, I do." Everyone was shocked to hear that Spencer could do tricks. Every student asked Spencer about what tricks he could do. At recess, the kids could play with toys from home as long as the toys were turned back into the teacher at the end of recess. Spencer brought his fingerboard that day. He was able to show his classmates lots of tricks, and he taught a few of them tricks as well. By the end of the school day, Spencer was friends with the entire class. Once he got home, he sent Craig a video message that said, "Thank you, Craig. You were right. All I had to do was be myself." And now it's time for today's topic with Titi. Spencer and his family moved to a new state. Spencer was nervous that he might not make any friends at his new school. When he talked to his best friend Craig about being nervous, Craig reassured him that everything would be okay as long as Spencer went to school and made sure to be himself. Miss McCaffrey had each student share a little information with the class. Spencer was surprised when the other students showed interest in skateboarding and fingerboarding. By the end of the day, Spencer was friends with his entire class. Why was Spencer nervous? Exactly. He was not sure the other kids would want another friend. If you were going to a new school, you might feel nervous just like Spencer. But remember, just be yourself. Spencer learned that he could make friends just by being himself. We can learn a few things from this story too. We can learn that being ourselves is enough to make a new friend. We can learn to be thankful for the friends we have. You might not like what I like. You might not know how to ride a bike. That's okay with me. We might like all the same things, like sports and eating chicken wings.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay with me. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay with me. Spencer was nervous about having to make new friends. He had just moved to a new state with his parents and he did not know anyone. When he told his best friend Craig how he was feeling, Craig gave Spencer some advice and told him to just be himself. Spencer went to school and was just himself, and by the end of the school day, he had made a lot of new friends. Sometimes we are going to have to make new friends because we move away, we participate in a new activity like a sport or a club, or because we go to another school. It can make us nervous or scared or even worried when it's time to make new friends. And that's okay because many people feel that way. But know that you can do it. You can make new friends. The friends that you have now are your friends because at some point you spoke to them or they spoke to you before you knew each other. And if you were able to make new friends before, you can make new friends now because you are still just as awesome as when you made your friends that you have now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Thanks for hanging out with Titi.